The Tampa Bay real estate market in 2024. Was it a buyer's market? Was it a seller's market? We're here to settle this with a full breakdown of the 2024 real estate market in Tampa Bay, comparing it to 2023, looking ahead to 2025. So here we go. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, this is a 2-county area. This is Hillsborough and Pinellas counties combined. I know it's broad. We're talking about tens and tens of thousands of properties. So if you want this broken down into a specific town or suburb or city or your neighborhood, just drop a comment or reach out to me on social media, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Ready Group. Now let's get right into it. So was it a buyer's market? Was it a seller's market? Well, technically it's still very much a seller's market in terms of supply and demand, yet all of the metrics except for one that we track did trend in favor of buyers in 2024. So let's get right into it. I'm actually gonna start with the one trend, the one metric that went in the seller's direction last year, and that's median selling price. It is up year over year, but get this, from $399 to $401. Good for a 0.5% increase in median selling price. That is not along the historical trend lines, I can tell you that. So we're seeing a very, very flatly priced real estate market. In fact, some places are declining in price. And that brings me to the average selling price. Average, different than the median, dropped 6.4% last year. That's a tough one to look at. So going from 563,000 on average in 23 down to 527 and change in 2024. Now, granted, that only measures the homes that sold, but we're talking about 36,000 properties factoring into that data. So that's a steep year-over-year drop in price. So when you see the headlines that home values are dropping, believe it, because here's the data. So obviously that's a metric falling in line with trending towards buyers, becoming a little bit more affordable through price. Next up, median selling price to last asking price. That fell by 0.6%, so a little over 0.5%, from 98.64 to 98.08. What does that mean exactly? Well, that's the relationship between close price and last asking price. So a little bit more price negotiations happened last year than the previous year. What else? Closed sales and new purchase contracts. Both dropped year over year. Kind of saw that coming. I do track this month over month too. We've been seeing these pretty hefty declines month over month, save for, what was it, October? They jumped up pretty significantly, but then came right back down in November. So new purchase contracts year over year down 7.2%. Closed sales year over year down 7.5%. We're going from 39,000 to 36,000. On the flip side, new listings, they did not go down, they went up. So what does that mean? New listings up 9.3%. So that means, I'm just doing a quick calculation here. In Tampa Bay, every 1 out of 3 homes that hit the market failed to sell last year. That is astounding. 66% success rate is probably the lowest that I've seen. And I've been tracking this all the way back through the Great Recession. So you literally stand a 66% chance of selling if you hit the market. I wouldn't call it discouraging because obviously, odds are you're gonna sell, yet you have to have the right agent to take you across the finish line. You cannot be hiring these agents who just got licensed, who only know a screaming seller's market. They're not gonna know how to guide you in how to do it properly and not fail. So anyways, I digress. New listings up 9.3% year over year. 54,763 sellers took their home to market last year, up from 50,000 the year before. Lastly, time on market, as expected, increased. Median days on market jumped up by 50%, going from 22 days to 33 days. Average days on market jumped up almost 30%, going from 44 days to 57 days. So taking longer to sell homes. Factor that into your plans if you're reverse engineering based on a specific selling date goal. So there you have it. All of the metrics except for that little bitty increase in median selling price did go in favor of buyers. So despite this month's supply indicating seller's market, all of this data tells us that we are firmly in a buyer's market in Tampa Bay. So how do you use this data? Well, first, talk to your agent. Make sure your agent understands this data as well. If you don't have one, love to be a resource for you so we can help guide you to the best possible deal, whether you're selling a home or buying a home or selling a home to buy another home. We can use this data to help strike the best deal for you. Thanks so much for watching. Again, Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group. We'll see you next month in our month-over-month comparison. We're going to continue to watch these trends, how they develop, and how they impact you as a consumer. See ya.